biggest decision a person has to take is, especially an entrepreneur has to take, is laying off people, is sending off the people, right? I mean, I know there are instances where people used to, I mean, think for months, maybe they will think for years whether to send a person or not, whether to ask a person, especially if he is an experienced one working here for long time. They may not be in a position, the business owners or the CEOs or CFOs or whoever it is, CXOs may not be in a position to even talk with them and say, this is time for you to go out or you're fired. So in this video, we are going to talk about how a decent exit can be arranged, whether it be a performing issue or non-performance issue or whatever it is. How can it be done in a reasonably genuine manner, which will not affect the morale of other people in the company, especially those who are with you for quite some time. They should not feel completely demoralized. They should not think that, "Oh, today this guy is asked to go. Tomorrow maybe I may be the person. Tomorrow they may ask me to go. So what is the guarantee that will affect their morale? That will demotivate them. So to avoid these kind of problems, I'm just coming out with a 4 point formula which can be used by anyone, whether you are a startup or whether you are enterprise with long years, you can try it out. So let us go into that. So this 4 point agenda of laying off people in a professional way starts with separation responsibility, because it is almost like a marriage is getting end. That is almost like a divorce. Okay, this is so it starts with the separation responsibility, where usually what people do is when you are sending them out, when you are asking them to get relieved, you blame them, no? Saying that because of your non-performance, our company's growth has been affected, or because of your non-performance, you are asked to go. You have no other choice. What will happen is that will have a very big impact, very big negative impact on these people. So to avoid that, first of all, you need to take 100% responsibility instead of saying non-performance. Am I right? Because basically you have taken a person, if his performance is an issue, the mistake is not completely laying on him. The mistake is also on your part, on your HR part, right? You fail to take a person who is really capable of performing. So you need to take 100% responsibility and do not say that because of your non-performance, we are sending you out. This is in many of the companies, since the CEOs or the direct managers don't want to come face to face with the existing employee, not existing, exiting employee or the person who is leaving, they give that responsibility to the HR manager. I've seen in one Malayalam movie where it is a very famous movie of Mammootty and Fahad Fazil. Every time a team of HR professionals come inside the company, people start shivering because they know that at least 2 3 heads are going to roll. So that should not be the case. Instead of giving that responsibility, delegating that responsibility to the HR manager, you make it a point to ensure that whoever is the department head, they are the only one who will say you are fired, or who will sit with that person who has to be sit with them, talk to them in detail, and explain the current situation of the organization and make it genuine exit. Because that is very, very important. They should not feel let down by the department head because they were working under the department heads, or maybe they were working under you. When it comes to the exit, If you are not in the picture, that will give a very bad image about you because the captain is not leading from the front. That will give a very bad image, not only with the person who is going out, uh, the others will also start feeling that he is not the person to be dependent. And the next one is there are three phases of exit frameworks that you can use. Yes. The phase one is explain clear business reasons, not personal, okay? Explain clear business reasons why he has to leave. Why, or maybe if you have to give pink note, pink slip to a bunch of people together, you have to explain very clearly why they are all being asked to send. Instead of like the oracle did, instead of sending a mail that is in the morning at 6 a.m., those people are receiving an email stating that you are dismissed or you are no more part of the organization. So just think how they will take it now, what will be the feeling inside them, and how they will tell this to family. It's having a crippling effect, right? So talking to them very clearly is very important. If you have to talk to them very clearly in a very transparent and in a very understandable way, what you have to do is you have to script and practice, script and practice how we are going to tell them. That is the first phase. And second thing is try to support them in getting a job. Okay, I'm not talking about someone who is being chopped off for malpractices or anything like that. I'm talking about non-performance issues, or I'm talking about if there is a company's performance issue. I'm talking about these kind of scenarios, not on illegal activities and all those things. Okay, so you need to prepare to support. That is, tell him that is, our HR team will be there to support you in getting a job in another company. See how confident that person will feel when you're saying like that, right? You can say that, I mean, we will give very good reference, and naturally we'll be giving the notice period. We'll be making that payment for the notice period. If you're not giving that, if you're not making that payment for notice period, people will have again a doubt on your organization. In many companies, what the owners do is they will say our company is going through severe financial crisis, and that is the reason that we are forced to send off some people, especially those who are in the middle level and those who are in the apprentice. Okay, all those people are being asked to leave, but after 1 month, the CEO will buy a new car. Company will get a new car for the CEO or for the managing director. That is the worst thing to do, right? And second phase is, this is one big mistake most of the companies do. They never check with that person. How is he? I mean, once he leave, okay, how is he feeling? And what is that? I mean, what is the status? Okay, did he get any other job? Just think of it. Once you just call and ask him from your HR or from the department head, calling and asking him or her, okay, did you get another job? And how are things there? So how grateful he will feel, right? You are not going to lose anything by doing that. He may even sometimes, if he's in such a frustrated way, he may even shout at you, but that does not make any uh, big wrong thing, because that, even if he shouts at you, even if she shouts at you, inside his heart, he will feel, yes, at least somebody from that company called me and asked how I'm doing. And the third phase is, please send a gratitude note, because he worked with you for some time. I'm not talking about a person who joins here and due to his own reasons, he leaving the company. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about laying off the people. Okay. So send a gratitude note, because whether he or she would have worked at least for some time, okay, at least they would have contributed some something to the organization. They would have done something for the company. So let us have that gratitude. Send a gratitude note if possible, by courier, not an email. Why? Because the gratitude note as well as appreciation letter. Okay, it was really wonderful to have you with our organization. You have done a wonderful job being with us. We are really proud that we are with you, and we feel bad that we have to let go. So when his family sees this, they will not blame him. No, that is look at his children or wife or whoever it is, or father, mother, whoever it is. If it's a joint family, the whole family will come to know that he's jobless. So if he gets a letter like this, that will help him to stand high. At least he can show it to their family members and say, see, it is not because that I was not good. Because of some various reasons, they have to send people out. That is when I lost my job. And the fourth one, which is the most important thing that you need to do, and most entrepreneurs, many of the entrepreneurs fail to do, is they don't call for any team meeting as soon as the decision is taken. Yes, you need to call a team meeting within 24 hours. No, you don't have to wait for 24 hours. Within 24 hours, you need to have a team meeting, a detailed team meeting where you should be able to justify and you should be able to tell them why you have to do it and what is it that your position is now, where your company is standing now. If you are in a serious position, if you are in a serious financial position, serious crisis, you need to tell them openly that we are in such a bad situation. If you try to avoid what happens, they will be in a delusion, like they'll be in a different thinking, and they will be thinking, why this why the company is going very well, why did they send that guy off, maybe he's not okay. So instead of that, if you tell the real picture of the organization, if you tell them what is it that happening inside the company, that will have an impact on the people, then that will have on the growth of the company in the long run. And the second point is never hide behind curtain. What is never hide behind curtain? What I mean is asking your GM or asking your HR manager or whoever it is to talk to the team and tell them. Instead of that, you as a captain, you as a chief, you should be the real chief. You should go there and call for the meeting and tell everyone what really happened. That avoids any kind of ambiguity there, any kind of confusion there. After that, finally, what you have to do, you have a bunch of key players who are with you, right? You should not make them feel like being let down in any way. So you need to have a one-on-one. Yeah, you need to have a one-to-one with key employees and their key subordinates to find the real skill of the people and do a complete analysis of what really went wrong in the organization and what resulted in such kind of layoffs and what can be done to prevent it, or what is it that you can do even if there is a situation coming in the future, what is it that you can do to ensure that neither the company nor the people are affected. Why I'm talking about this is because the scenario is becoming more and more complicated, not only about the AI, various aspects. That you are getting into a zone where you may have to send off people. Okay, if you are one man company, leave off. So this is the most important thing. Sending people out is very easy, but keeping the other employees after sending them out is the most difficult thing. So if you have to do it, you have to do this following formula, and you have to ensure that each and every one is taken for confidence. If you really would like to have a discussion with me on this, if you want to talk to me about this, please send a WhatsApp message to me. We will have a one-to-one on this aspect, provided you have at least 10 or 20 employees. Okay. So thank you for watching, and please implement the same sequence in your organization and ensure that the company is growing in a beautiful way. Thank you so much.